Welcome to Construction Project Management, the School of Technology, Eastern Illinois University online course, INT 4243115. And we have two guests with us this time, Mr. Charlie Adams and Mrs. Holly Bailey. And I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay. Again, my name is Charlie Adams, and I'm President of Howell Asphalt Company and Howell Paving. We're a heavy and highway construction company in East Central Illinois. And what that means is that we are primarily involved in highway construction, but anything that would be involved in commercial construction as far as parking lots, that type of thing, we would also do. And on the private side, things like parking lots and driveways, we do that, and an occasional tennis court.
Nice to have you.
Thank you. I'm Holly Bailey, and I'm a vice president with Howell Asphalt and Howell Paving. And it is a family company, and so I'm the third generation of the family company that has come back and works and is learning the business. So I'm relatively new to the business. My background is I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in business, but no real engineering certifications or anything along that line to help me out. I'm just learning along the way.
Welcome to the program. Would you tell us what you do and a job description of what you do and from start to end? I mean, suppose somebody approaches you for a job.
Well, obviously there's a technical side and there's a business side. I too have a BA in economics and obviously are more into the business side than the construction side. But a lot of people that operate and run construction companies have civil engineering degrees. From my standpoint, the job description, I guess you would say, involves finding jobs to bid on, then being involved in the bidding process, and then following through to make sure that that those jobs are completed in an economical manner. So I don't have hands-on responsibilities anymore. When I began in the business over 30 years ago, I was out on projects, a plant manager and a project manager, but I think that almost everybody that stays in one field for some period of time ends up eventually on the business side, and those technical aspects that they thought they were going to do in school kind of get pushed to the backside.
Very good. If I ask you, Holly, what is successful project management? What's your definition for such a?
I would say for us to consider a project successful, it would be one that would be completed on time, within budget.
That's important.
Yes, quality work, as well as done safely. So as a project manager, I would expect the person to keep abreast of schedules, make sure that the workers are there, make sure that the materials arrive on time, make sure that the other companies that we would subcontract with are there, and that they just kind of keep ahead of the project. So there's no surprises to us as owners, that they communicate with us that things are going well or things aren't going well, and that they would have probably the most important would be the communication skills to keep it all going and in the right direction.
Very good.
I would probably add to that something that she mentioned. Because we're primarily highway contractors, traffic control and safety are extremely important issues. And unlike a factory situation where every single day it's exactly the same, or even on a building site where you have the opportunity to tell all the trucks to come in one location, or you're going to do the excavation in one location, on a highway project you normally have 5 or 6 miles that you are trying to control and to make a safe workplace. So probably the project manager on a highway construction company, I might say, would have to be somewhat more flexible than a project manager on a building site, where where you're there every day for 6 months or 9 months. Safety is an extremely important part of our business, and because of the changing work environment, it's a challenging part.
Are there any inspections that are regular to keep an eye on this aspect at all? You inspect or somebody inspect you on that?
We inspect ourselves, and then part of what we contract with as far as our insurance company has an inspection aspect to it. Rather than just whether you have a homeowner's policy and you sign the check and then you never see the agent, we have a loss control department within the insurance company that comes around and inspects our job sites. Companies that are our size or bigger oftentimes have their own loss control department within their own company, and we're considering that, but then you would have somebody on your staff that would be doing inspections on a regular basis.
But you are accountable to some outside inspection agency, or how are you doing with OSHA, for example?
OSHA,
Well,
yes.
OSHA is the primary outside federal agency, and we have OSHA inspections on an infrequent basis. But
do they come unnoticed? I mean, without notice? Or?
Yes. That's correct. And they have, their defined procedures. If they see something that is, a hazard immediately, they can shut the job down. But in most instances, they show up and they get the project manager and they do a complete job inspection, and that's, it's something they do. But in this area, probably not as frequently as they might do in a major metropolitan area.
Yeah. Holly, if I may ask you, talking about inspection, this inspection that we talked about was kind of a safety inspection. How about technical inspection, about the specifications and requirements of the job in technical terms?
If it is a state project, which we do with the Illinois Department of Transportation, we do our own inspections in terms of our quality of the material, and we follow a big book that is their specifications of how they want certain aspects of the projects done. If it's laying pipe, then they specify, on the plans how deep it is and how much, sand needs to be put in as bedding. And so we will make sure that we follow those specifications in their plans. Our project manager would be responsible for ensuring that we do that. And IDOT would have inspectors or technicians, as they call them, on the jobs to make sure that we're following, what they want. But basically, we make sure that we do it so we know that we've done it. We have people, the project manager, responsible for that. We have a quality control department that's responsible for ensuring the quality of the material that goes out to the job, meaning the asphalt material or even the concrete that we use on the jobs. So there are people that check up on us, but the primary responsibility is ours.
Very good. I understand you have a lab to do this tests. And
yes, IDOT requires that we have a lab at each of our asphalt plants. So if it's a plant that's used on one of their projects, you have to have a lab there, which has all the capabilities of running tests on aggregates as they come in, or the stones, and then the asphalt, the finished product. So we run those tests to ensure that we have the quality that we want and that they want. And then we also give them some samples so they can run it and ensure what we've reported we've done. So we have one of those at each of our plants, and we have 12 asphalt plants.